Very good morning to all and welcome you back in the semester second, guys. We will start our semester second with the new content of the business economics. I hope you enjoyed your holidays and examinations of the semester first, but now is the time of semester second and it is little bit hard as compared to semester first, but I'm here, so don't worry. We will clear all the concept of the economics, because if you are the student of the commerce, it is the core subject of your stream, so don't worry about it. Let me start. खूप जास्त हँगआउट झालेला आहे, हँग ओव्हर झालेला आहे आता फॉर हॉलिडेजचा. सो विल स्टार्ट विथ अवर सब्जेक्ट दॅट इज बिझनेस इकॉनॉमिक्स विथ द very glad morning. Okay, you can see the slide. On the first slide we are going to start the syllabus distribution. That syllabus is similar for the bank management as well, so we started with the chapter number first. It is the cost of production and revenue. In the earlier lectures or the earlier syllabus, you studied about what is the business economics is all about, right? On the first chapter you studied about what is the nature, features, and the business decisions, and so and so concept. Okay, on the second we studied about the demand function. Means I just want to revise that, because if you compare the syllabus of semester first and your 12th standard is somehow same, okay, but the remaining 10 to 20% syllabus of your 12th standard is added into the semester second. So the some concept like the market condition is there, price determination is there, it is added in the particular semester second. So we will start with the chapter number 1, that is the cost of production. Cost of production means, let me take in my hand, there is a mobile of 25,000 rupees. Whenever I sell that mobile in the market for the 25k, what is the cost of production of the particular commodity? I have to understood what is the cost, and with the help of that cost I have to decide the price. So this content is added in your syllabus, because we think that, and I'm very much guaranteed about that, you will be the hired as the manager for the any company, and whenever you are appointed as a manager, you should know what is our production, what is the cost of that particular commodity, and with the help of that you can decide the price of that particular commodity in the market, right? So the cost of production is your first chapter. Under this title there are number of types of cost, guys, but you are the student of first year, so there are some nominal types of cost is involved into the syllabus. The first is the opportunity cost. Have you remember I told you opportunity cost is nothing but the opportunity lost, okay? In front of you in the market there are number of opportunities, and if you choose one opportunity, you have to sacrifice the another one. That is the rule of economic, guys, isn't it? मार्केट मध्ये तुम्ही एखादी गोष्ट चूज केली तर दुसरी तुम्हाला सॅक्रिफाईस करावी लागते. दिस इज द रूल ऑफ लाईफ, नॉट ओनली फॉर द मार्केट, बट इट इज द रूल ऑफ लाईफ. सो फर्स्ट वी हॅव टू स्टडी what is the opportunity cost. For that I would like to give you the one example. If I am the owner of a Apple, I want to produce. Apple is the well-known company about the computer first and then about the mobile. Okay, if they took the decision to produce the refrigerator, then they lost the opportunity of making the production of phones. Means if they choose A, they have to sacrifice the choice B, right? Means the cost of that B is nothing but the opportunity cost of that particular company. This is the opportunity cost. Next one is the social cost. Due to your production houses, you are arising number of cost. Like for example, due to your company, the people surrounding you are get affected. ओके, एखादा कारखाना उभारला गेला, त्यातून जे काही धूर बाहेर येतो, त्याच्यातून काय वेस्टेज पाणी बाहेर येतं, त्याच्यापासून कंपनीच्या शेजारी राहणाऱ्या लोकांना धोका होत असतो निर्माण, बरोबर आहे ना? त्यामुळं समाजाचं सुद्धा काहीतरी मूल्य आहे. दॅट इज नथिंग बट द सोशल कॉस्ट. दीज आर द थेरॉटिकल कन्सेप्ट, गाईज, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. वी विल क्लिअर ऑल द कन्सेप्ट रिगार्डिंग इट. Next is all about the environmental. You are not only affected on the society, but you are also affected on the environment because of your production houses, guys. Environment get affected ना, कुठलीही कंपनी टाकली त्याचा एन्व्हायरमेंटल खूप जास्त इफेक्ट होतं, बरोबर आहे ना? आणि मग त्याच्यासाठी काही त्याचा कॉस्ट आहे, तो कॉस्ट कसा कॅल्क्युलेट करायचा, दिस विल कंटिन्यू इन द पर्टिक्युलर चॅप्टर. नेक्स्ट इज द ट्रान्झॅक्शन कॉस्ट. Next one is the sunk cost. Sunk, that word is very useful for you. Sunk cost means the cost which is not recoverable. म्हणजे बुडीत गेलेला पैसा, ह्याला sunk cost असं म्हणायचं. मी फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी तुम्हाला सांगते की तो तुमचा एक मूवी होता बघा, काय तो दीपिका पदुकोणचा एक मूवी होता बघा, पद्मावत, राईट. तर त्याचा एक सेट उभारला गेलेला होता आणि त्याच्यानंतर त्याचं शूटिंग दुसरीकडे शिफ्ट झालं. शिफ्ट झाल्यामुळे त्यांनी ऑलरेडी जिथं सेट उभारलेला होता त्या सेटचे पैसे पाण्यात गेले ना. इट इज नॉट रिकवरेबल. The cost which is not recoverable anytime ever is called as a sunk cost. ओके. त्याच्यानंतर मी तुम्हाला अजून एक उदाहरण सांगते की व्हेन आय वॉज इन द कॉलेज देअर वॉज अ कीपॅड मोबाईल. ओके. कीपॅड मोबाईल नाव डेज वी आर युझिंग द अँड्रॉइड अँड व्हेरियस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स फोन्स लाईक इन द मार्केट. बट दोज कंपनी इफ दे आर प्रोड्युसिंग द लार्ज नंबर ऑफ कीपॅड ॲट दॅट टाईम, नंतर त्याची टेक्नॉलॉजी बदलली, दे आर नॉट युजेबल इन द मार्केट, मग त्यामध्ये जो इन्व्हेस्ट केलेला पैसा आहे तो त्यांचा बुडीत गेला. आलं लक्षात. तर इट इज नथिंग बट द संक cost. And next one is the incremental cost. Incremental cost is nothing but the marginal cost, guys. Do you remember the definition of marginal cost? Marginal cost is nothing but the additional cost incurred by the producer for the production of additional unit of a commodity. एक जादाची वस्तू बनवण्यासाठी जो जादाचा खर्च आपण करतो त्याला मार्जिनल कॉस्ट म्हणतात. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल yesterday if I produce the 10 chocolates and today I am producing 14 chocolates, what is the difference? Is the 4 is my marginal cost, right? The next one is all about the basic cost structure. I think you are already studied in the 12th standard, am I right? In the cost concept, what is the total cost, what is the average cost, what is the marginal cost. Next we are talking about the short run and long run cost curve. In the short run, how the firm behaves. In the long run, what are the what are the, you can say, curve, what is the functions of the particular company in the long run, because in the long run they have specific time, right? So they can change every factor. In the earlier lecture, like a short run production function, long run production function, we discussed about it. When the short run is there, company have very less times, isn't it? So they are not ready, or they are not able word is very appropriate, able to change all the inputs. But when you talk about the long run you have a specific time, guys. So you can change the land, labor, capital, raw material, everything, and you have a chance to change it and increase your profit, which we studied in the long run production function in the semester first, isn't it? The next one is all about revenue. What is the revenue meaning? Revenue word, most of the time you heard about it. My father is the revenue officer, my mother is the revenue officer. In the Marathi, the meaning of revenue is like a mahsul, right? Mahsul. But in the economics, you have to take that word as the income of the consumer, income of the producer. If the producer sell any commodity, whatever the income he earn from it is nothing but the revenue for him. Here you just have to use the word revenue over here. Okay. The next going to study is the what is total revenue, what is average revenue, what is marginal revenue. Then we talk about what is the average revenue and marginal revenue curve in the perfect competition. That word I think you heard many times, perfect competition. If you passed 12th standard on your own basis, na, you will definitely remember what are the characteristics of the perfect competition. कारण हा चॅप्टर माझ्या माहितीप्रमाणे जी लोक माझ्याकडे 12वीला होती त्यांचा मी वधवून घेतलेला होता. सो त्यांना चांगले याचे फीचर्स आठवत असणार आहेत. परफेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन मीन्स व्हॉट. Next we talking about the calculation. That is the case study, guys. It will be given you, I will give you it for the practical. So first chapter तुम्ही व्यवस्थित listen करायचं आहे, व्यवस्थित ऐकायचं आहे. If you have any queries, some calculations guys are there, and the calculation is related to just addition and subtraction. So addition and subtraction is there. There is no any hectic calculations like logarithm or the trigonometry, or you can say derivatives is there. Just addition and subtraction is there. So just you have to focus on it. The 14 lectures is allotted to that particular chapter. Guys, I just want to clear you that your examination will be taken in the last week of the March or the first week of the April. So we have very less time. So just please, I request you all that please cooperate with me. I'm going to post number of lectures every day because there are 4 lectures now in a week. So just cooperate with me, listen to the lectures carefully, note down the notes. If you have any query, immediately ask me, because काय होणार आहे लक्षात घ्या, आपल्याकडे आता फक्त 2 ते 3 महिन्याचा कालावधी आहे. सो यू हॅव टू म्हणजे आपल्याला ते थोडंसं फास्ट कवर केलं पाहिजे. तरीही मी तुम्हाला नॉलेजेबल लेवलला शिकवणार आहे. सो तुम्ही काही त्याच्याबद्दल चिंता करायची गरज नाही. पण इफ अगेन after my lecture, if you have any query, definitely ask me on the WhatsApp, or you can call me. You know, I entertain you all at the 10 p.m. as well. So this is your liability to ask me if you have any query. The next one is all about the unit second is the product pricing. Product pricing means when we talk about any product, how the prices are determined. Let me take the example of the TV. I sit in front of TV. My TV is of 56,000 rupees. Okay, what is the how that the price of that particular TV is to be determined ना. सोनीचा हा TV आहे, सोनी कंपनीनं 56,000 रुपये किंमत ठरवली कशी. असा जर प्रश्न मी तुम्हाला विचारतो, यू इमिजिएटली सम ऑफ यू से दॅट मॅम वॉट विथ द हेल्प ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन. येस, आय नो विथ द हेल्प ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, but there are number of rules because that product is sale in the particular market and the rule of the market is different with the different sector. So we have to first we have to understand the concept of perfect competition, its features, and it is price and output determination, how the prices of the commodity of the perfect competition is to be determined. The next is monopoly. Do you remember what is the meaning of monopoly? Mono is the one seller and the poly means the मोनो इज द वन अँड द पॉली मीन्स द सेलर. जेव्हा मार्केटमध्ये एकच सेलर अवेलेबल असतो त्याला आपण मोनोपॉली असं म्हणतो. सो दॅट मोनोपॉली concept you have to study, and this you have the deep background regarding it at the 12th standard, so don't worry. And even some peoples are belongs to the Marathi medium, they can use the 12th book as well for the greater understanding of the particular concept. Apart from that, those having the perfect background, they should use the business economics books semester 2nd of the Fadke Prakashan, which is easily available in our library. There is not need to purchase it from the external shop. You have to borrow it from the library only, college library only, right? The third is all about the concept and the types of price discrimination. It is the important characteristics of the monopoly market, right guys? Monopoly market मध्ये price discrimination होतं. Discrimination in the sense what? When you charge different price from the different consumer even for the same seller. म्हणजे हा माझ्या हातातला मोबाईल आहे, हा एका माणसाला 25,000ला विकायचा, एकाला 10ला विकायचा, एकाला 1,000लाच विकायचा. असं ज्या मार्केटमध्ये होतं त्याला आपण प्राइस डिस्क्रिमिनेशन म्हणतो. हे मोस्टली होतं आणि हे कुठल्या मार्केटमध्ये होतं तर मोनोपॉली मार्केटमध्ये होतं. लेट मी टेक द एक्झाम्पल ऑफ रॉयल एनफिल्ड. इफ आय वॉन्ट टू परचेस द ब्लॅक बुलेट, it is costlier than other one. Recently I purchased the Creta SX. I want to purchase it only black. For that company said me, ma'am, you have to wait till 8 months. I said, what the hell? For 8 months, if I want to purchase a car, if I want to wait till 8 months, I will choose for the another one then na. So then said ki if you want black na, you have to pay the more for it. म्हणजे असं होतं, लक्षात घ्या. आणि हे मोनोपॉलीमध्येच होतं बिकॉज दे नो द कन्झ्युमर डोंट हॅव एनी अदर ऑप्शन, सो दे आर चार्जिंग ह्यूज मनी फॉर इट, राईट? तर हे मोनोपॉली मार्केटमध्ये होतं. मग ते डिस्क्रिमिनेशन कसं करतात? एज वाईज डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आहे, सेक्स वाईज डिस्क्रिमिनेशन आहे. मीन्स मोस्टली आता तुम्हीच बघता ना, मुलींना शिक्षण मोफत असतं, मुलांना फी देऊन असतं. शिक्षण इज द सेम ना, प्रोडक्ट इज द सेम बट द चार्जेस आर डिफरंट. एज वाईज असतं. आता इफ आय एम ट्रॅव्हलिंग, मोस्टली आय एम ट्रॅव्हलिंग विथ माय बेबी बिकॉज माय बेबी इज ऑफ द 4-5 years only, and when I travel it by the airways, the charges for him is lowest and for me is full. Means if I want to travel from Pune to Delhi, I have to pay the 8,000 rupees for the airfare, and for my child I have to pay just 4,500. He is traveling with me, he has a separate seat, he is also traveling me from Pune to Delhi, but still he has a lowest charges because age wise discrimination is there, sex wise discrimination is there, place wise discrimination is there. There are some concepts we have to study in the chapter number 2nd, right? Regarding it, I am going to give you the case study on the product pricing. Now we are talking about the chapter number 3. It related to the product pricing 2. Here we are going to study the two separate part of the market, that is monopolistic market and oligopoly. You should know what is the exact difference between monopolistic market and oligopoly. Monopoly and the monopolistic are the two different concepts, guys, right? So we have to study what are the characteristics of the monopolistic market first, and then how the prices and the outputs are determined in the particular market, whether it is in a short run and long run. तुमच्या डोक्यामध्ये असा प्रश्न येईल की मॅडम हे आपल्या सिलेबसमध्ये का ॲड केलेलं आहे, याचा उपयोग काय आहे? तर याचा सगळ्यात महत्त्वाचा उपयोग आहे, इफ यू विल बी द अपॉइंटेड ॲज अ मॅनेजर, यू शुड नो that our company is related to which type of market and which types of decision we have to take is nothing but the product pricing. Oligopoly is the very you can say the very vast market in the economy and you are not aware about it, the oligopoly means the competition amongst the few. Sometimes they are selling homogeneous products, sometimes they are selling heterogeneous product, and they are totally interdependent to each other, because in this market the investment is too much high, and when the investment is high, then you have to make sure that you should earn the profit only. जेव्हा इन्व्हेस्टमेंट जास्त असते, nobody will look for the nobody will face the losses, आणि त्यामुळे मग तिथं इंटरडिपेंडन्स असतं, म्युच्युअल अंडरस्टँडिंगने डिसिजन्स घेतले जातात. आय विल गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इट ॲट द टाइम ऑफ द पर्टिक्युलर लेक्चर. अँड द फोर्थ चॅप्टर इज ऑल अबाउट द फॅक्टर प्राइसिंग. आतापर्यंत आपण प्रोडक्ट प्राइसिंग बघितलेलं होतं, बट फॉर द प्रोडक्शन you require the 4 main factors, that is land, labor, capital and raw material. How the reward of the particular factors is to be determined, just you have to make sure it is learned into the chapter number 4. Means how the land get rent, how the rates of rents are determined. Next is how the interest on the capital is to be determined. Next is all about how the profit are to be determined. Profit is the main source for the entrepreneurs as a earning. So त्याचे प्रॉफिटचे रेट्स कसे ठरतात हे सगळं आपल्याला तिथं बघायचं आहे, बिकॉज इट इज डिपेंड अपॉन द रिस्क अँड अनसर्टनिटी. यू नेवर नो की बिझनेसमध्ये काय होईल. कधी कधी तुमच्या एक्सपेक्टेड लेवलपेक्षा यू कॅन अर्न मॅक्झिमम प्रॉफिट, कधी कधी तुमच्या एक्सपेक्टेड लेवलच्या एकदम डाऊनला जाऊन सुद्धा तुम्हाला पैसे, म्हणजे तुम्हाला लॉससुद्धा बेअर करावा लागतो, हे तुम्ही माहिती असावं. आणि त्याच्यासमोर इन फ्रंट ऑफ त्याचे रिझन्स जे काही आहेत इन फ्रंट ऑफ द एंटरप्रेनर्स आर द 2 टाइप्स. वन इज the risk and the second one is the uncertainty, and because of these 2 factors he will get the returns, and that we are going to study in the particular chapter number 4. This is all about the business economics syllabus of the semester 2nd. It is a little bit hard as compared to the semester 1st, because some diagrams, some calculations we have to made in the particular syllabus, but don't worry, I am here, so don't think about, खूप जास्त ओव्हर थिंकिंग पण करू नका की थोडंसं डायग्राम आहे किंवा काय. बट फॉर द डायग्राम्स you have to make the practice again and again, and on my first lecture I am giving the instruction regarding it. You have to put a separate book for the diagram book is available in the market for the 10 to 20 rupees. You have to purchase it, and whenever I will teach you the diagram related chapter number 2 and chapter number 3, you have to make the practice of it again and again, because the curves calculations is very much important in the descriptive examination. If it is even the examination on the will be taken as MCQ, आपल्याला हे आलंच पाहिजे, बिकॉज दिस इज द इयर फॉर द ऑनलाईन बेसिस ओनली, बट वॉट विल बी अबाउट द नेक्स्ट इयर. सो आपल्याला आत्ताच आपला बेस क्लिअर करायचा आहे, वेदर इट इज MCQ ऑर द डिस्क्रिप्टिव्ह. डायग्रामच्या प्रॅक्टिसेस झाल्या पाहिजे, कारण कर्व चुकला मार्क गेला हे लक्षात असू दे. सो त्याची प्रॅक्टिस तुम्हाला अगेन अँड अगेन करायची आहे. ओके, देन आय होप द सिलेबस इज क्लिअर टू यू. जस्ट यू हॅव टू नोट डाऊन द syllabus. For the economics, you have to maintain the separate book. On the first page of that particular book, you have to write the syllabus only, because it will help you to check whether it is completed or not. So with the help of that slide, you have to first write the syllabus of the business economics on the first page of your notebook, and the main concept we will start very much soon. Thank you so much.